So yesterday we ended up talking about a potential resistance located at about 412, and it looks like the price action reached 413 before retracing back, just like we said, right? Let's go ahead and go over the potentials for the coming days. What is up, you guys? Thank you so much for stopping by once again. This is ARCa coming at you with a CLNV, technicals, raw price action, and statistical threat of analysis on this happy Monday. Before we get started, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share the video with a friend so that you and them could consider joining our trading community in Discord called ARCa Bulls. With that said, let's dive right into the charts. Okay, you guys. So yes, we are looking at CLNV here on the daily chart, and this is the broadening wedge that we were talking about, right? We are potentially in the process of making an official breakout here. Okay, you guys. So now we can actually officially finally get this thing to touch down right at that target there. This is the test that we were looking for, right? So we have test number 1 here, 2, we have test number 3, capitulation, and this is already setting up to break out on that true test number 4. Okay, team, this is looking very good. I want to express to you the chances here of potential slight downside, right? And I'm not talking about this as it's like it's over for CLNV. In fact, it's very far from it. And I am thinking that we could actually see a very, very short-term time frame retracement here to allow some of these bulls to enter, some of the stragglers, right? So now if we're looking at the 15-minute, actually on the 30-minute chart, please notice here that we have a downside on stochastics, and we're also looking at a downside potential here on the RSI, right? So if I were to put, just like we spoke of yesterday, if I were to put a guess into what's happening here, is that we could, my goodness, come on, we could potentially be facing the retracement back to this zone here, of which I can see a more relevant touch of about 353, right? So the top side of about 352, the not 618, literally just like we said yesterday. So there are actually two other targets for us to look into, right? Because now on the 30-minute time frame, we have marked off an area of invalidation, and it would be this zone here, this candle at about 372. So that I'm going to give to you as the first and more likely potential for us to retrace before we can continue on to the upside. Of course, we're going to keep in mind that we have that potential not 618 touchdown at 352, but to be very honest with you, I see the short-term downside as literally a very short term. So we can literally accumulate down to this zone of about 366 to 372 before a continuation to the upside, you guys, as every term time frame on the upper time frames are suggesting that as such, right? So please notice right over here on the RSI bi-hourly that we are currently sitting right at that support. We're about to reach it. So this is why I'm saying very, very limited downside here. We can face that downside in the bi-hourly, right, which could be equivalent to this zone here, and then we can make that bounce to the upside, right? So it's looking very healthy. It's looking very good, you guys. So I would express now just to kind of watch what your price action is doing, what your gains are doing, so that you can manage your position properly, right? So let's go ahead and move on to the next chart here. I want to try to leave this as short and sweet as possible, right, you guys? So this is the very long-term time frame descending channel that we've been riding for quite some time now. And upon this breakout, of course, we need to come back and validate or confirm the newly converted resistance into now support. Right, so this looks like we got two touches. Actually, these two touches are consistent of 2 3-day candle iterations. So those may very well be the support touches to validate the continuation to the upside, and it looks like it is kind of that, right? So let's go ahead and now look at the next chart here, you guys. This is going to be the last part of the analysis here, and this is just so that we can see what could be happening in the immediate short term, right? So 15 minutes to 30 minutes, there could be a little bit of consolidation, followed by potential mid-morning retracement, or I would say mid-morning maybe, back down to that SMA 14 of the bi-hourly RSI, right? So this can essentially serve as that support before a continuation to the upside. Look at the 6-hour time frame RSI here, still pivoted towards the upside alongside the SMA 14 with an upside pivot as well. Daily time frame upside pivot on the RSI, a little bit of consolidation with that moving average, but I'm sure the shorter time frames upon showing that upside will eventually influence this moving average to the upside. And very, very important to notice the second most important thing to look at is this. It would be the 3-day time frame making across upside of the 14-day simple moving average, and that 14-day simple represented by that pink line is starting to show an upside pivot here. right? The RSI signal has clean succeeded the upside of it. And now this is what I'm actually most bullish on. Check this out. 5-day RSI, a 5-day RSI signal crossing upside of the SMA 14. This is extremely bullish, you guys, and it could mark a potential upside for a few days to come now. Okay, so let's go ahead and keep an eye on those targets, okay, you guys, because I see, just like I said earlier in the video, right, I definitely see a retracement to the more, I guess, to the higher probability target, which could be 366 to 372. If it fails, then we have that knot 618 to look at, right? Of course, it's a range, 334 to 352, but I really do think that we can give the knot 618 the precedence in case we do fail this immediate short-term retracement zone. Okay, you guys. So and then from here, I definitely see a retest of the top side of the resistance. We'll go ahead and see that 412 to I'm saying 401 to around 428 is what we're looking for, right? 428 located at the 1.618. We'll see. So let's go ahead and remember that I am not a financial advisor. Take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be cool. But with that said, I wish you well, a very, very good night, and I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios, team.